But as I started to work with leaders in the industry, I started to see something when they were called crazy. And I started to say, what if they weren't crazy? What if, in fact, they possessed leadership skills that, when combined, gave them the power to do amazing things? And that's when I started to look at what separates those leaders from everyone else in the CSA mix. And I was able to identify 4 leadership variables, and they actually formed the acronym B.O.L.D. And here are the 4 variables that I saw. And I saw these variables, sometimes I saw 1 of them, sometimes I saw 2 of them, sometimes I saw 3 of them. But when I saw 4 of them combined in one leader, I saw an unstoppable, competitive company that was positioned for amazing growth. So what I want to do today is I want to take you through this model. I want to share with you the philosophies, the definitions, and how you can actualize this in your business to bring your bold leadership to the forefront as you close out 16 and you go into the amazing possibilities of 2017. Everybody good with that? All right, let's roll with that. Here's what the acronym stands for. B stands for beliefs. O stands for one direction. L stands for leadership, and D stands for D3. And we're going to get into that one because that's the secret in the sauce, D3. Think about this. Is it easy to be in our business every day? There's some days that are amazing, right? And there are some days where like, what are we doing? Maybe I am crazy, right? But are you clear about why you're in business? What drives you to get up every single day? For me, I get up every day because it's an opportunity to positively impact people, businesses, and the communities that I love. So even on my worst day, I can look to my purpose and say, I got to get up here today because today is my day. This could be my day. Now, a lot of times when I talk about One Direction, though, I always get this feedback. Are you talking about this amazing boy band, the One Direction? And I'm always like, listen, they used to be One Direction, but without a clear vision and clear beliefs, they are now multi-direction. Because they're all over the place, right? Who was the leader of this outstanding group of young individuals in America? We really don't know. And as a result, today, One Direction is all over the place. But what I'm really talking about is One Direction in terms of your business. So here is my second consulting secret to give you. When I go into a business, most of the time they'll say, Kathleen, look, our business is very complex. It's very unique. You're never going to understand it in a million years. And typically I agree with people to a certain extent. But the one thing that I always want to know is, how does the team behave? How is the performance of the company relative to the performance of the team? So I ask my one very important consulting secret question. And I say this, I start with the top, the independent operator, the founder, the CEO, and I say, can you tell me what your #1 priority is? Then I keep working through the company, the managers, the directors. What's the 1 and 2 priorities of the business? And I work you all the way down to the front line and to the dish room. And I'm like, can you tell me what the top 3 priorities of the business are? And as I go, I'm finding out very interesting things. Sometimes I find out that the CEO is very clear about what the priorities are, and the management team is like, we don't really know. The priorities change continuously. So here's a question that you want to ask yourself right now. If I were to come into your business, or if you were going to go back to your business, could you go back to your team and ask them what the number 1, 2, and 3 priorities of your business are right now? Wherever the leader focuses, the team will focus. So what are your top 3 priorities? Because when we have 1,000 priorities, we have no priorities. But if we know what our 1, 2, and 3 priorities are, wow, think about the clarity and the alignment we get with our team. This is what I call the money shot in consulting. So this is the big consulting reveal right now. This is like Oprah where her Christmas gifts are. Consider this a gift. This is my clarity and alignment matrix. Very simple. If you had a piece of paper, you draw 1 line up for clarity, 1 line across for alignment, and then you put 4 squares in it, and here's the 4 squares. You know when I was asking about those top 3 priorities? So when I ask those type 3 priorities, I just don't ask about them. I'm going to do something with that information. Here's what I do with it. I actually map out where the team is relative to clarity and alignment. So the first thing is, if they have high clarity, high alignment, they are an unstoppable, competitive, great team. So now we come to the last one. the secret in the sauce, the moment that you've been waiting for. D3, just say no to the naysayers, right? How many of you still get called crazy today? Right? How many of you bring an idea into your concepts today and they say, that's crazy, it's never going to work here? Right? You know what's so funny to me? I have 16-year-olds sometimes that tell me that it's crazy, and they'll say, never in my life have I ever seen anything like this. I'm like, you were like 16. You know? What have you seen in your life? I mean, how could this be just so crazy to you? You're barely born right now, right? Never in my life. Oh, okay, calm down. Don't have any more sugar today, but let's kind of, let's be a little bit open-minded. And the lesson in this reality about D3, it's about drive, determination, and dedication. But the reason why that's so important is because the D stands for your dream. No one has the right to be judge and jury on your dream. No one has the right to come from left field, never seen you, don't know you, haven't had an experience with you, and decide that your dream is not valuable. We are faced in a world of naysayers and boomers and dream killers every day. But if we're going to be bold, then let's be bold together. Let's believe in what we stand for. Let's get our team moving in one direction. Let's get our leadership team supporting us in their words, their actions, and all of their performance and results. And most importantly, let's only have to dig deep on those days when we're growing, not on those days when we're questioning, why did we ever do this? We live in the perfect time to be bold leaders.